Good morning, preteens, and welcome back to another Sunday morning video lesson with me. I hope y'all have had a wonderful, wonderful Christmas and a happy new year. Welcome to 2021. It'll be weird saying that, I know. For me, when a new year came, it was really hard to start writing the date on my papers and stuff like that. I would always have to cross out the number and rewrite it. But anyways, I hope y'all have had a great holiday and I'm excited to be with y'all again this week. We are starting a new series. It's called The New Normal or A New Normal. And that's kind of what we're going through right now. I think we kind of started a new normal a few months back, especially when school started again and we were still doing this quarantine at school, maybe work or maybe at home school. And kind of getting into this different normal that we have. And now in this year, we probably have a new normal that is even different from what we were going through last year. You know, for this year, we've gone through the quarantining, we've gone through this new pandemic, and now it's just kind of our normal right now. It's just kind of go with the flow, figure out what we're doing still. But we've had some experience for the last 9 months, almost 10, and we kind of get that this is our new normal. Our new normal will not be the same even after COVID, even after the pandemic is over and we're going to places maybe without masks. We're going and we don't have to social distance anymore. But there will never be a normal quite like before the pandemic, and I think we all know that. But even besides pandemic related things, we have a new normal this year that is just, it's going to be different from last year, or maybe a spiritually different new normal. Maybe our home is our church right now, maybe our home is school, and our home is filling all these different roles. Maybe that's our new normal this year, and hopefully it doesn't last the whole year, kind of like how it did last year, but hopefully it's just for a few months. But even after that, we will remember a time where our home was all these different roles, or our parents had to be our teacher as well. We're going to face a lot of new normals. That's kind of what I want to talk about here today. We're going to face a new normal all the time, maybe every year. When we come into a new year, maybe we want to change our normal. Maybe we want to create a new normal for ourselves, whether that is reading more. I know that's something I really want to do this year. I want to read more. And whether that's the Bible, which would be awesome if that's something that you want to learn, or if you want to practice that more, of reading the Bible, maybe start once a week, reading a chapter and moving that to maybe every other day or every day, reading a little bit of the Bible. Or maybe it's just reading in general more. And what does that look like? Maybe it's starting a new hobby, or doing a sport, or just doing something out of your comfort zone a little bit. Maybe you're trying to create that new normal for you. Maybe you're not really into New Year's resolutions or New Year kind of dreams that you want for yourself. I know that this year is just different. We're not really expecting much. Our bar is so low. We just want it a little bit higher than last year. And I get that. I'm kind of in that same boat. But this year is just going to be different from last year. And hopefully in a very positive way. And for this week, I want y'all to kind of think about what is a new normal that you want to create for yourself. It can be anything. It can be something you've never done before. It can be something that you have found this past year and you loved it and you want to do more of that. Maybe it's something you found last year that you did not like at all, and maybe you want something to replace that. It can be a hobby, an activity. It could be maybe less screen time and more people time. I know that was one that hit a lot of us this year, when all we had was at home and we had TVs and our tablets and our computers or whatever, our games. Maybe it's doing a board game with family, or a card game with your siblings, and instead of screen time game. Maybe it's being outside more. There's so many different opportunities and options for y'all to create just a little something different for you, and for your family or for your friends. And there are just so many different opportunities. And for this month, we're going to be talking about a new normal and how there are maybe some new normals in the Bible for the disciples or for Jesus or for the people that Jesus was surrounded by, or in other stories of the Bible that Jesus wasn't there for. There were definitely some new normals that happened in the Bible and how we can kind of relate to those and make those kind of a representation of our own lives, our own 5th and 6th grade lives, and what that kind of means for us. So for this week, think about what a new normal looks like for you. Going into 2021, which is so weird to say. We're in 2021, we're not even going into it, but there's still a long road of 2021 ahead of us. And going down this road, what do you hope for 2021? What do you hope for this year? And specifically, what do you hope for your relationship with God? And think about that this week, and think about what are maybe some things you can do to go after that kind of goal for your relationship with God and your relationship with the church, or anything like that. Of maybe you just pray some more, and maybe you make it a habit to pray every night. Just a time when it's you and God and you're just talking and listening to Him. I don't know. I don't know what it looks like for you. I think for me, it's a lot of more conversations with God. Know that God knows your heart. He knows what you're thinking, and you don't have to verbally speak it to Him. But just having that intention to be with Him is probably something, especially for me, that I really want to work on. And maybe that's something you would like to work on. I can't wait to hear your ideas of what you hope for your relationship with God in 2021 and how that can grow, how that can change a little bit, especially if you're growing too. There's a big change from 5th to 6th grade, or 6th to 7th grade. Y'all change a lot and you grow a lot, and in so many different ways, and one of them is spiritually. And I hope that you make some space to grow spiritually and to grow your relationship with God. So until next week, I hope y'all have a great week. I know some of y'all are starting back to class this week, and I hope y'all have a good time kind of getting back into the groove of things. And I will see y'all again next week. Bye.